Hey everybody, how are you? Are you guys having a good night? I'm just sitting here relaxing with Queen Booger, and I need y'all's help because I promised you guys that I would make you guys some emojis, for those who are members, and I made one emoji with Queen Booger, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what else to make. What do you want? As far as emojis, like I just can't think of any creative ideas for making emojis. Yeah, like I need something clever and fun, and my brain, I just have brain farts when I'm like, what should I do? I don't know. So can y'all like help me out and give me some ideas for some cool emojis? Because I have no idea. I don't know what to do. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to coming in. Listen, here's a story. Much earlier today, I drank one of those tall Starbucks Frappuccinos, and I know what happens when I do that. I'm going to be up for at least 12 hours. That's what's going on. So even if I wanted to go to bed right now, it ain't going to happen. I'm not going to bed till 4 in the morning. So while I'm up and while I got the caffeine rolling in me, I might as well just stay up and do a live with y'all. That's what we're going to do. And I know it's late for some of y'all, but for those of you that are still up, we can go react to Foodie together. The Tower from Tarot. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's just, I'm not like running 100 miles an hour. I'm just not going to sleep. That's all there is to it. I could be laying in bed right now. My eyes would be wide open. My brain saying, nope, you ain't going to bed. I don't know what you're thinking. You're not sleeping. Caffeine be like, am I a joke to you? Yeah, we're not going to bed tonight. No. And Foodie did a live today, another one on Kick. Her first live on Kick was very entertaining, not because she was being entertaining, but the chat was entertaining. And I'm sure you guys have seen the Kick live through other people, like say Orange Cat, who's here. Orange Cat recorded it. Stuff K said. Pulpy has reviewed it. A lot of people have reviewed it. The chat was what made the first Kick live entertaining. Because I've never seen anything like it. There were YouTube trolls in there. There were Twitter trolls in there. There was just it was the Kiwi farmer trolls in there, and then there were the Kick trolls, like 4 different kinds of trolls, all up on Foodie. Thank you, Be Kind, for gifting 1 membership. Thank you. So like you got 4 different kinds of trolls from 4 different areas, all descending on one person, and the usernames were the best part. They were so entertaining. It's like, I better not be drinking anything when one comes through because I might be spitting it out. So the names kept coming. Foodie was getting mad. Thank you, Be Kind, for another gifted membership. So it was, the chat was the entertaining part of that live. And then she went live again today. What things happened of note? Let's see. Something that made me say, well, that wasn't on my bingo card. I don't know if you guys caught it, but someone by the name of Ms. Kiff came into her chat and was gifting her subs. Ugh. I know about Ms. Kiff. It's just one of those things in passing. I just know about him. And I'm like, what is Ms. Kiff doing around Foodie? That don't even make no sense. If you know, you know. But Ms. Kiff was hanging around Foodie and being friendly to Foodie. I'm like, well, that wasn't on my bingo card. I didn't see that coming. Also, Foodie went to, I think it was a mall, and she was approached by somebody who asked her to buy 3 pizzas for them. Scratch that, also not on my bingo card. So there was different things that were happening. She was talking about her health issues, going to the hospital, and allegedly she got dilaudid. So I've been collecting stuff on Twitter all day for y'all, like different clips that you might find interesting. There's some animal stuff mixed in there too, stuff that'll make you laugh. Hello, Code Break. So we got some stuff to go over. We're going to do a little bit of each of her lives because I'm just going to keep it honest and 100 with y'all. Both lives were kind of boring. Honestly, they were kind of boring. That ain't my fault. She was just being boring. Also, she went to the store today and she was like dry begging for a laptop. She was just roaming all through the store and mentioning how much the laptops are and, oh, this laptop is this and this laptop is that. I'm like, well, then buy it. I think she was moving to the store, waiting for someone to buy her a laptop. She wanted someone to send her PayPal money for a laptop, although she could do just fine on her phone. So like there's different stuff to go over. So are you guys ready for the Twitter peeps or should I wait a minute? She wanted a scooter. Was she begging for a scooter, really? Was she really doing that again? Even though she kills a scooter. Let's see. Last night she ignored the chat and kept saying worse. You know what? She makes a bigger deal over that toy than the cat does. Somebody get Foodie a cat toy so she can play with it. She's more focused on the cat toy than the cat actually is. I swear to goodness. Like, where's Fuego? Where's Fuego? It's like, why don't you just throw it on the floor and chase it, Foodie? I swear to goodness. All right, are y'all ready? Are you guys ready to get into the lives? We're just going to do a little bit of each. I'm not sitting here for 10 hours. Are you related to the woman you always talk about? Am I related to Foodie? No. How would I be related to Foodie? She's in Canada, and I'm here in New Mexico. How would we be related? No. All right, I'll tell you what, you guys. Let me see if I got the Twitter peeps all figured out. Yes, I do. Are y'all ready for the Twitter peeps? Because I'm ready. We got some stuff to go over. All right, you guys know what time it is. Let me just go ahead and get the thing out. That's right. And it is time for the Twitter peeps. All right, it is time for the Twitter peeps. Yeah, Foodie is unique. She's the one of a kind. You can't clone Foodie. What? No, I'm not a closet beezer. How dare you? I thought we were friends. I guess we're not. All right. Saying something like that to me. Boo. I'm throwing tomatoes at you. You're trying to guess my age. You're like my snowball hot. Well, thank you. You're trying to guess my age. Guess my age, Code Break. Nobody say anything. If y'all know, don't say anything. Don't tell Code Break. Let him guess. What do you think my age is? Shh. Don't tell him. I'm waiting. Guess my age. Nobody say anything. Hush. No hints. No hints allowed. Don't give me any hints. You what? Come on, I want to see what your guess is. I'm not going to get mad at you. No answer? Or maybe you're thinking about it. You know what? Let's go ahead and go on to the peeps. Maybe I'll come up with an answer then. All right, we're going to go. We are going to go. We're going to share the screen. All right. So for those of you that are on Twitter that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps. So you guys can see what Girl World is saying, get all the opinions, the feelings, the thoughts, the perspective, without actually having to be there. So, all right. Hello, everybody. Oh, you know what, Jeff? You're close. You're real close. You're really, really close. You're just like right there. Okay, going back to the Twitter peeps. All right, now, yeah, this is funny. I gotta share this with y'all. This is funny from Rick D saying, "Are you freaking kidding me? This is badass." So, so we have a beach crab. Somebody put out a whole bunch of little like little lights, and the crab is taking off with it, saying, "Mine." You can't have it. Go get your own. I've never seen anything like that before in my life. You set up a whole bunch of little electric, like little tea light candle things on the beach, and a crab decides it wants to take off with it. So Mr. Crab's like, "This is mine. I'm just going to take this little fiery thing to my abode, and nobody can steal it from me." Now check this out. Do you guys ever see a pigeon perfectly coughed? Look at this. Massimo says, "Meet the Jacobin pigeon, the feathered fashionista of the sky." When I was watching this clip, I kept thinking of the Warren Zevon song, Werewolves of London. The one line of, "His hair was perfect." This pigeon has perfect hair. I mean, do you need a hairstylist? No. No, you got your own hairstyle going on. You look fabulous, darling. And this is from Great Lakes Lady. "Excuse me, sir." So we have, look at the size of this dog. Just hopping up in the sink for a drink. What breed is this? It's like a mini horse in your house. That puppers has to be at least 150 pounds. Look at it. Just hopping in the sink for a drink. Is that like a Saint Bernard? Hey, big boy. He was just thirsty. He's not hurting nothing. Oh boy. Yeah. Jump scare. Back to Foodie. Back to Foodie. Sassy Cat says, "Wow, not gonna lie, this would freak me out. A strange guy asking for 3 whole pizzas. I had to wonder if it wasn't a troll catching Foodie Beauty in the wild. If she wasn't 493 pounds, she could easily end up abducted. I guess I am not that trusting. Maybe she thought he wanted her." So yeah, there was a weird moment in today's live where Foodie was, I guess, at the food court. And I guess a gentleman approached her wanting 3 pizzas, which was odd. If somebody was, say, hungry, would they normally ask for 1 piece of pizza? What in the world, asking for 3 whole pizzas? But I didn't. Let me just watch. Let me see what's going on here.
Sorry? Money? I don't have any cash, but do you want me to buy you food or something? My bank card actually, like for real, it doesn't work in the bank machines.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did y'all catch that? My bank card doesn't work in the bank machines, but why not? Then how are you buying all this stuff? Foodie. Like allegedly she had trouble with her debit card a while ago. And it is possible to get a PayPal debit card. So is that why she's been urging people to send stuff through PayPal? Because if you have a PayPal balance, you can take money from that and buy things. But she did mention that she had a problem with her debit card. Hold on a second. To be fair, if some rando walked up to me wanting money or food, I would tell them it doesn't work just to get them to leave me alone. True, kitten, true. But for some reason, he wanted 3 whole pizzas, which I thought was odd. But what else we got here? But just, it was odd. She's like, oh, my bank card doesn't work.
No, I can't today. Sorry. I can buy you food if you want, but other than that, I don't have cash.
Okay, sure.
You want food? What would you like?
Can you get me like a pizza? Or 2 pizzas or a couple pizzas?
Yeah.
Wait, 3 pizzas?
Like the slices?
3 whole pizzas.
I don't think I have enough money for that. I can get you a meal.
I get like 3 large pizzas and share with people.
Yeah, that was just weird to me when I heard that part of, like, he wasn't asking for a piece of pizza or 3 pieces. He wanted 3 large pieces. I'm like, that's very specific. That's like $50-$60 worth in pizzas, and he was asking for 3 large pizzas. Like, are you hungry, sir?
I don't have money for that. I don't have a job right now. But I can buy you a meal if you want.
Would you try again?
No, sorry. Do you mind if I just eat in private, actually?
Yeah, can you purchase some?
What would you like? A meal?
Yeah, pizza.
Pizza and the soda? What kind of pizza? Do you want to come with me? Okay, come on. Okay. Do you want like a combo?
Yeah, large pepperoni pizza.
You want a large pepperoni pizza?
Just a large pepperoni pizza.
Okay. Anything to drink? Hi.
It was just a very strange interaction. It was very, very strange. No, like he's saying he wants a whole, he wanted 3 whole pizzas. He didn't just want 3 slices. He wanted like 3 large pizzas. And I'm sure that if she didn't have the camera rolling, she would have told him no. Hi, Starshine. But she just felt kind of pressured because the camera was rolling. Yeah, it was very strange. Very strange. It's okay, Code Break. No problem. No problem, Code Break. You weren't being rude. Maybe, Land. Like, listen, I don't know this gentleman. Whoever she's talking to, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know what the situation is. Maybe they had a family to feed. Maybe they had some friends that might have wanted some pizza. I don't know. I don't know. But he was very specific. He said a large. So I'm not going to judge a situation because I wasn't there for the situation. But the selfless thing of her, you know what? I don't think it was really selfless. She just felt pressure because she was on camera. Now, if she had done it with the camera off, that would be a selfless act. But I think she just felt the pressure because the camera was in her face and people were watching and listening. So I think she just wanted to act like she cared when she didn't. That's just my opinion, though. Okay.
What can I get for you?
Yes. I wanted the black one. Black, please.
The black one?
Yes.
The zero, right?
Yes, zero.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Can I get a large?
You know what? I'm looking at her face right now. She doesn't look happy doing this. Like she looks very PO'd. Like she didn't want to give that person any pizza. She did not want to buy anything for him. She seemed very paranoid and anxious about this. Honestly, I would be too, like just, Chantal, she's very awkward in public. She doesn't really know how to deal with people or talk to people. And it always is shocked her when people walk up to her and talk to her because she has very little real social interaction. She's very comfortable being in front of a camera and talking to people online, but talking to people in the real, she doesn't know how to handle it. She just doesn't know what to say.
Pepperoni pizza?
Okay. This one? This one, right?
Yeah.
Any drink?
Any drink? No.
One large pepperoni. Would you like to pay?
Debit? Did not smell.
Okay, now this part. Okay. For those who are wondering, was she doing it to be selfless? You're about to get your answer. Watch how she talks about this person.
Homeless people, they don't have anywhere to go in the winter. They hang out in the mall.
No cookie.
Did not smell very pleasant. Poor guy. I really can't take money out of the bank. That's not a lie. My bank card is messed up. Remember I was complaining?
You know what, Foodie? For that comment. For that comment, bitch. You were judging the guy and claiming that he's homeless. You don't know if he's homeless. Maybe he was just hungry. Maybe he was just out of money. Because he approached you and asked you to buy him some food, you immediately judged him as homeless. You were acting as if you were doing something nice for somebody. But then the moment they walk away, you make a nasty comment. And saying, oh, he doesn't smell. As if you're expecting a homeless person to smell. You're not homeless, but you smell. So if you guys wanted to know if what she was doing was a selfless act, there's your answer. There you go. She just kind of told on herself. She did it because she was on camera and she felt the pressure. So she acted like she did something nice, but it really wasn't that nice. You're horrible, Foodie. Shame on you.
About that.
Hey, Booger.
He wanted 3 large pizzas. I'm like, no.
Like now, like he's gone and she's like hurry, like she's trying to hurry up and eat as if somebody's going to take her food away. Oh boy, I'm going to shut my mouth before I go off on her. Okay. Debbie's World says every time Foodie Beauty goes online, she plants little seeds in the minds of the stupid that might consider giving her money on PayPal. Today, she mentioned needing a computer, but that she couldn't afford one. But if anyone wanted to help, she's doing this to Beezers to give her money. Exactly. It did not escape me that she was at the store where you can possibly get a laptop, just roaming around the store in a scooter, looking at different laptops while she was live. That was so deliberate, Foodie. You were doing the dry bag, the silent bag. Oh, look at this laptop. Look how much it is. The last time that Foodie had a laptop, she gave it away to somebody in Cuba. So I have to ask the question, Foodie, is that laptop for you, or is that for a certain other somebody that you were caught being with? Does he need a laptop? Is that why all of a sudden the talk of a laptop has come up? He's needing a laptop. What happened to the iPad that you bought him? What happened? What does she need a laptop for? I don't think she needs a laptop. I think somebody else does, though. A certain somebody. The last one, somebody in Cuba got that laptop. So now that we know that she's been messing around with a certain other somebody, is the laptop for him? All this talk about a laptop. She wants the Beezers to buy a laptop so she can give it to you-know-who. That's what I think. I think it's for him. I think he needs a laptop or something. And so she's passing on the cost to her Beezers. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Hello. Hello. She should trade in her new phone. You need a laptop, Chantal? Trade in your new phone. You can buy 2 laptops, one for you and one for you-know-who. You don't need that second phone anyway. You having the second phone is distracting you from streaming. Because now when you stream, you're busy looking at that second phone, and it's ridiculous and it's unprofessional. So trade in that new phone, girl. You don't need it. 500 pounds and no money says, sure, buying a homeless man a pizza sounds nice, but the way Foodie Beauty spoke to him and then talked about him afterward was gross. Agreed. You could see the annoyance and disgust all over her face, complaining about how he smelled, the snot, etc. It felt completely performative. Yeah, let's not talk about the fact that she doesn't brush her teeth. She'll go weeks without brushing her teeth. And we know she's not very hygienic, and she has the nerve to talk about how somebody else smells. You got nerve, Foodie. But if you're going to do something nice for somebody, then be nice. And if you're not going to be nice, then don't put on a performance, okay? Now, this will make you smile from Animal Magic Moments, installing a cow scratcher. Cows love the little plastic brushes. This is how they get their scratchies on. Look at the cows. You put like a little bristle brush somewhere and they love it. They love to you scratch their head. Cows love the little plastic brushes. Look, they're all fighting over it. I think you're going to need a bigger brush. All the cows are wanting it. They're all fighting over it. I want to brush my hair. Now, here's a magical moment saying, a cute messenger of the gods came to play in my backyard. May you who see this divine deer's antlers also be blessed with good fortune. Can you imagine having a backyard? And here comes this beautiful deer come in and hang out with you. It's like being in a Disney movie. Once upon a time in a land far away, just go out in your backyard and there's a deer just sitting there going, hey, where's the corn? You got some corn? I'm hungry. Yeah. 500 pounds and no money. Now, what did I tell y'all? The kick chat, when she was initially getting trolled, the names were taking me out. Look at this name. Get a job, lazy loser, is now following. And that's just one of like 100 more that kept coming in. Yep, and she went to the Walmart today, crochet with Ashmay. Now, here's some information. Hey, Tucker. Foodie's been talking about how she went to the hospital and blah, blah, blah. Here's some information you guys might need to know. Bad Seed says, Foodie Beauty looking at her labs. This is her future from liver failure. Now, information. Pleural effusion comes from cirrhosis called hepatic hydrothorax. Is fluid buildup in the space around the lungs caused by high pressure, portal hypertension, forcing fluid from the abdomen through small holes in the diaphragm. This causes shortness of breath, which she's had, cough, and can be serious, often managed with diuretics, fluid drainage, or sometimes a TPS shunt or liver transplant for severe cases. Well, I don't know what's going on with Foodie's liver, but she does have shortness of breath and she does have a cough, especially after she eats. So I don't know, Foodie, maybe you need to really go to the doctor. All right, Enigma 2025 says they said her reproductive organs have no abnormalities, but she has none in labs. Okay, let's watch the clip.
Paranephric periureteric fluid collection to indicate urinoma or significant hematoma. Urinary bladder decompressed, limiting evaluation. Grossly unremarkable. Reproductive organs, no important abnormality. I don't even have any reproductive organs. How can you say there's no important abnormality?
Well, they probably have a list of things on a chart and they just go through the checklist. All right, here's some more information from Sassy Cat saying, so Foodie Beauty had high anon gap, never heard of this, doesn't look good. Doctor said blood work looks good. That must know her and not give a F. Okay, so what is this all about? The anon gap is a calculation that measures the difference between your blood's positive ions, cations like sodium, and negative ions, anions like chloride and bicarbonate, revealing your blood's acid-base balance and electrolyte status. A high or low anon gap indicates an imbalance, often signaling metabolic acidosis to acidic blood or fuck these words. I hate big words. These are like Scrabble words. I don't like them. To basic blood, which helps doctors diagnose issues like kidney failure, diabetes, ketoacidosis, or poisoning. How it works. Principle. In a healthy body, positive and negative charges balance perfectly. Electroneutrality. Calculation. The gap is found by subtracting the measured anions, chloride and bicarbonate, from the measured cations, sodium and potassium. The gap. The result represents unmeasured anions such as albumin, phosphates, and sulfates that aren't part of the standard calculation but contribute to the blood's charge. What the results mean. Normal indicates a healthy balance of electrolytes and pH. The high gap suggests an excess of unmeasured acids in the blood, common in lactic acidosis from strenuous exercise or shock, diabetic ketoacidosis or DKA, kidney failure, ingestion of toxins, aspirin, methanol, ethanol. Okay, anything else? Is there more or is that it? Yeah, exactly. Fuck them words. We're not playing Scrabble over here. I'm just reading stuff. How dare they toss them like 11-mile words at me? I can't with that. Get out of here. Boo. Simplify it. So there's some stuff. All right, something pretty. Goose Chuck would love this. Look how cute my twin babies are, says the proud mama horse, stopping in front of the camera. So here you go. This is something rare. When a mare gives birth to twins. Look at these beautiful twins, and mama is being very protective of her baby. She's keeping herself as a shield between the babies. Look at them. Aren't they pretty? Goose Chuck, where are you? Look at the babies. Mama's being a good mama, and she's keeping her body as a shield to make sure that her baby stays safe. You're a good girl. Uh-oh, more stuff. Shoe Gal says Chantal was boasting that her liver was a normal size, but also shared that her gamma, T, and alt levels were flagged as high. I looked these up, and both of these suggest liver disease and other liver issues. You're doing great, cutie. So here's what I know about Foodie before we even read this. Foodie herself she said years ago that she has non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. She has also said she has a very enlarged liver. That much I do know. And she said this all the way back during Crack at Olympics. So I can only imagine it's gotten worse since then. But what do we got here? A high alt blood test result usually signals liver cell damage or inflammation, often from conditions like fatty liver disease, hepatitis, cirrhosis, or alcohol abuse, but can also be caused by certain medications, infections like mono, supplements, strenuous exercise, or even muscle injury. Doctors typically repeat the test, order more liver blood work like AST, or do imaging to find the cause, as high levels indicate liver stress that need investigation. Common causes of high alt: liver conditions, fatty liver disease, hepatitis, viral, alcoholic, autoimmune, cirrhosis, liver tumors, or lack of blood flow. Substances: alcohol, acetaminophen, statins, certain supplements, or toxins. Infections: mono. Other health issues: damn these words again, hemochromatosis, iron overload, pancreatitis, celiac disease, or heart conditions, temporary factors, intense exercise, some medications, or rapid growth in children. What else we got here? Is it the same thing? Is that the same thing? I think that's the same thing. So, in a word, it seems like her liver is screwed up. Screwed up. You can't keep your eyes open. I know, be kind. Thank you for coming by. I understand, love. Thank you for visiting. I don't know how long I'll be on. Now, this will warm your heart. This will make you smile tonight, y'all. I'm just going to share this with you from puppies. This is Peanut, the abandoned Chihuahua rescued by a dad who swore he didn't want a pet. Now, Peanut gets full spa days with paw massages, face licks, and endless love. From street stray to queen of the house. That's Peanut. So this little one was a stray, and now they get fully pampered. The pupper is getting a spa day. That's the sweetest thing. Good for you, Peanut. You deserve it. It's an abandoned Chihuahua, but now they have an owner that loves them dearly. Now, here's something for you. 500 pounds and no money. Foodie Beauty loves to monetize the I'm an addict storyline, yet somehow didn't disclose that very important detail at the hospital and walked out and on Dilaudid. Okay, you know what? This is where I have a problem. This is where I have a problem. Wait a minute. Wait. So Does everybody know what Dilaudid is? Dilaudid has often been referred to as hospital, and I have to say it this way, heroin. So Dilaudid has been referred to as hospital heroin. And you mean to tell me they gave Foodie Dilaudid and then they let her walk out? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. They give you something like that. You don't just walk out by yourself. No, 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 no. They give you something like that, they're going to put you in a wheelchair. They're going to, escort you out. Thank you, Leaky Eye Pandu, for being a member for 10 months. Rose, puppy is bear and the man is, huh? I'm okay. Well, thank you, Leaky Eye. Puppy is bear and the man is Mr. Hey now. Okay. I'm so confused. And the Chihuahua puppy. Okay. I was confused. I'm like, oh, it was about the post. He has a YouTube. Oh, I'm going to have to check him out. Very nice. I want to see more of the puppy. Very nice. I'm going to have to check it out. You guys know I love the animal channels. I told you guys about Rufus and Murph the cat. I love watching the animal content on YouTube. It makes me smile. Getting back to Foodie. So she claims that she took Dilaudid. Oh, this comment. Thank you, Michelle. Hospital pharmacy tech for 26 years. She's lying. We used Dilaudid hydromorphone in epidural. No way they gave her that. I believe you, because that's some pretty serious stuff. And back me up. Tell me something, Michelle. If somebody is given Dilaudid, after they're given Dilaudid, would then the hospital just be letting them wander around by themselves, unattended? Because I just can't see that happening. That would be a liability. Oh, and then there's this Libra Girl Forever, 25-year ER nurse here. No way any ER would give a patient Dilaudid for rib pain. And I believe you. Thank you, Libra. I believe you. Exactly. She wouldn't be able to walk. I mean, because that's some serious stuff. But I would imagine if you are given something that powerful, they're not just going to let you wander about the hospital as you will. You're going to be attended to by somebody. Yeah, I would knock her out. And that stuff's not for the weak. Yeah, especially when none of her tests show anything. Can somebody tell me what she went to the hospital for? She went for like rib pain, right? Did she go for her rib pain? Well, if they didn't find anything, they're not going to give her something that powerful. You know what? I'm with you, Oranges. I say she never went to the ER. I'm with you because her story don't make sense. I stopped believing it when she said they gave her Dilaudid and then she walked out. I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? They gave you that at the ER and then they just they didn't like put you in a wheelchair and escort you out. They didn't say, hey, you need to have somebody come pick you up. So like, Your stories aren't adding up. No. No. Okay, I think we went over this. Oh, hold on. Yup says, according to Google, Foodie Beauty is having a high on gap could potentially lead to organ failure or even blank if left untreated. Did the hospital not address this with her? Here's the thing, though. If she's going for just certain issues at a hospital, that is what they're going to treat. They're not going to give her like from a head to toe checkup. If you're just going for a specific issue, they're going to treat that specific issue. Unless it's say like life threatening. But they're not going to give you like a full range of tests for free. If you say, I hurt my knee, then they're going to focus on the knee. If you say, I hurt my elbow, they're going to focus on the elbow. They're not going to give you like a whole bunch of tests to treat everything that's wrong with you. So like they're not going to give her all kinds of tests. But let's go back to this and read it. Okay, so screenshot. Normal range is 8 to 16. 17 is high. A high on gap signals serious underlying issues, often metabolic acidosis, which can cause shortness of breath. She's had that. Confusion, fatigue, nausea, vomiting, and fast heart rate, potentially leading to severe complications like organ failure or blank if untreated, as it indicates the body has too many unmeasured acids from conditions like kidney failure, diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA, or poisoning. Metabolic acidosis. The primary danger is the body's pH becoming too acidic. Acidosis. Cardiovascular issues can increase risk of heart problems, strokes, and heart failure. Kidney and liver problems, often linked to kidney disease and can indicate liver dysfunction. Diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA, a life-threatening complication of diabetes. Shock states may be present in severe shock, septic, cardiogenic, hypovolemic. Common symptoms due to acidosis: shortness of breath, fatigue and confusion, nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, fast heartbeat, headaches, and weakness. Let's see. A high anion gap means there's an excess of negative ions in your blood that aren't normally measured, indicating your body is producing or failing to excrete too many organic acids. Key causes: kidney disease. The kidneys cannot remove enough acid. Diabetic ketoacidosis. Lack of insulin causes fat breakdown into ketones. And she's not been taking insulin lately. She stopped taking insulin a while ago, so she said. Alcohol abuse can lead to ketoacidosis, poisonings, lactic acidosis from shock. So you messed up, Foodie. You all the way messed up. And yeah, I agree. She's not taking care of her body. Now, this is interesting. From Enigma 2025, saying, how does one enlarged heart and liver go away on its own? It doesn't. Everything is fine, apparently, and she's completely healed. No fatty liver, enlarged heart, etc. Well, Foodie's told us twice that she cured her diabetes. She didn't make that claim. Remember? Back during Kraken Olympics, she said that she wasn't diabetic. She claimed that she cured her diabetes. And here we are. She says she cured her diabetes, but yet later on in Kuwait, she was taking metformin, which is for diabetics. So rule number 1, I think. But this clip is courtesy of Milky Chai, so let's listen.
Everything was fine. Well, the doctor ordered a CT. He's like, because I want to check, because sometimes He's like, where your pain is where your spleen is exactly. Your spleen is on the left side,
Oh, the
like
spleen.
in your rib cage, kind of like right under your rib cage. And he's like, sometimes there's like really small, minuscule tears that you can't see, or trauma. Did you get the urine bag?
She was at the ER for
Can you
12 hours
see?
apparently for the rib issue that she's been fine with.
Yeah. So then, yeah. Okay, good.
You'd like toast kisses?
So yeah,
Toast?
they did a CT of the chest, abdomen, and pelvis.
They give you the
And I
number.
read the report. Everything is normal. Even the heart. Now the heart's not enlarged. Now the heart is normal.
She's a line B. So we went from having a heart murmur and an enlarged heart to, in the space of 12 hours, her heart is not enlarged anymore. Just within 12 hours, it shrunk back down to normal. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Many people were saying in the chat, once a heart is enlarged like that, it's not just going to shrink back down to normal. Yeah, it's boogers. Hi, boogers. Who's the baby? The babies. Here's the baby. Yeah, a large heart never shrinks. So she's saying that her heart has shrunk. And Foodie, how would you know this? Have you had x-rays of your heart to do like a before and after? So if you haven't, how do you know that your heart has shrunken back down? How would you know this for sure? Do you have any like before and after x-rays to confirm that this actually happened? Because, you know, I don't believe it. Lies.
Normal.
Oh, sure. I'll believe it.
I don't know. The liver is normal.
I don't believe you.
size.
You
I
can't
thought
even.
I had a huge liver. No, apparently
Very
not.
cute.
No. Madam, if you went to the hospital for hurt knees, for a bruised rib, the doctors are going to focus on your rib and your knees. They're not going to look into your liver. They're not going to take tests for your liver. They're not going to do anything for your liver because that's not what you're complaining about. So how do you know all this stuff if you've had really no tests for that? I am 1,000,000% certain that if a doctor took a look at your liver, at your kidneys, at your heart, he would look at you and go, how in the hell are you still alive? It's a medical miracle. Every single one of your major organs are screwed up. How are you still walking? You need to be studied for science. You have an enlarged heart. You have a heart murmur. You've had blood clots in your lungs before. You've had bad kidneys, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, enlarged liver. You might have cirrhosis of the liver at this point. So don't sit there and say everything's normal. I doubt they're normal. I really doubt they're normal. And I'm going to say something, and you're probably going to get pissed off at me. Foodie, don't answer this question if you don't want to. Madam, I have to ask, woman to woman, I've been noticing you're drinking a lot of water lately, and I know that could be because your blood sugar is very, very high. I'm not a diabetic, but I have a friend who's a diabetic, and this person has told me when you are a diabetic and your blood sugar gets too high, it makes you excessively thirsty because your body is trying to flush out the excessive sugar. But on top of that, can I ask you, do you have a UTI? Are you like a bladder infection? Because I've noticed you're drinking a lot of water. Is that why? Maybe you have a UTI, bladder infection, kidney infection. Because, like you're drinking a lot of water. You're trying to eat healthy. Is that because you pushed it too far and you might have a UTI down there? Kind of feels like it.
Ah, thank you.
I swear I can read it to you.
Mwah. Thank you so much.
It's I don't know. They said nothing remarkable.
I mean, you're not
Liver is
remarkable.
normal, whatever, blah blah blah. Everything is normal. So then he said that it's probably a torn muscle or something from when I fell, like the trauma of falling on it.
Oh
like
my God.
and it's gonna
And I'm going to say something that may be kind of gross to y'all, and I apologize. Think about the timing of all this. What happened recently? She was with Natter, wasn't she? And sometimes when you have relations with somebody, you can get infections that way. I'm not saying STIs. I'm not saying that, but you have relations, and if you don't go to the bathroom right after, you might get like a slight infection down there in your nether parts. So isn't it something that maybe if she does have an infection in her nether parts, it might be because of that? I'm not saying it's an STD. I'm not saying that. I don't know. Sometimes you just have sex with somebody, and if you don't go to the bathroom and pee, it can cause a slight irritation. Is Goose in here? Does she sneak in here? I'm keeping an eye out for Goose. Don't you sneak in here, Goose. I'm keeping my eye on you.
gonna just take like a couple of weeks to heal and to not bend or lift.
Oh,
or
you don't do
do
that
too
anyway.
much.
You don't do that anyway, so you're fine. You don't bend.
I
lift, or do
remember a
anything.
long time ago I had a scan where I had like
You're summoning her. No. Why you do this? Why are you like this? Go to your room. Go to your room. And looky here. Looky here. And she deleted that live. Of course she did. But it doesn't matter because we have the archivers. We got wonderful archivers on YouTube. We got Orange Cat. We got Stuff K Says. As a matter of fact, after we're done doing the Twitter peeps, we're going straight to Orange Cat's channel. And thumbs up to Orange Cat for capturing the Kick Lives. Thank you, Orange Cat. I will link her. What is it with y'all? Are you taking advantage of the fact that I have one monitor and I'm flipping between tabs and I'm not watching what you're saying? Doing this shit behind my back? You're trying to summon Goose. I see you. I see all y'all doing that. I'm taking names over here. Y'all are thinking I'm not paying attention. I'm paying attention. I can read your messages. You cut that out. All y'all go to your room. You're grounded. And while you're grounded, look at this. Massimo says the world's oldest living land animal, the giant tortoise named Jonathan, has recently celebrated his, check this out, 192nd birthday. He was basically born 30 years before the U.S. Civil War started. So this tortoise is almost 200 years old. And I thought I was old at 55. But imagine being a tortoise and being almost 200 years old. And he's still alive. God bless him. And I like this comment from 500 pounds and no money. Foodie Beauty is 41 and still doesn't grasp how the ER works. You go in for a fall. They check for injuries from the fall. They are not doing a full wellness workup. Abnormal labs unrelated to why you're there is not emergency medicine. It's literally in the name, emergency room. Right. So if you got all kinds of other issues, they're not checking for the other issues. They're just checking for the issue that you're talking about. So if you're going in for like oh, I hurt my rib and I hurt my knees. They're going to, they're going to see, is there like any visible injuries? Like, is there any bruising? They're going to check the knees, and then they're going to send you home with some Tylenol, and that's it. They're not going to look at everything else. So I don't know why she's talking about her liver like they gave her tests. Why would they give you tests if you're not going in for your liver? Girl, shut up. Stop lying. And I see that she docks her doctor. Nice one, Foodie. And this is unrelated to Foodie, but it was interesting, so I'm including it. Chantal's abandoned scooter saying, I can't imagine why Kim wants to talk to apathetic facts privately. I'm sure it's definitely not that he's noticed her videos calling out locale bus scripted unfunny nonsense gets more views than locale bus itself. Big ups to apathetic facts for doing God's work, putting in them hours, working hard. Big ups to apathetic facts for keeping up with the nonsense. Because look at this. Look. So this is apathetic facts views, 67K, 97K, 94K compared to locale bus. Look at the difference. This is locale bus, 23K, 21K, 27K. I think somebody's not happy that somebody else is getting more views, but that's because he's coddling the cow. We don't coddle the cows over here, do we? He's coddling Amber. We don't coddle the cows over here in girl world. They must be desperate, but leave apathetic facts alone. Leave apathetic facts alone. Anything else of note here? And y'all want to see how bad it was in the live? Let me show you. Dee Dee's fault says, ouch. Here are some of the names that were popping up in the chat. You got this one. This one. This one. This one. The trolls were having fun. There were trolls from everywhere. Trolls from YouTube, trolls from Twitter, trolls from Kick. The farmers, I'm sure, were all up in there. I mean, it was just like it's like a barrage. It's like all hands on deck. All hands on deck. Here's an interesting question from Enigma 2025. She said she probably didn't hurt her spleen from falling on ice. She said she probably hurt her spleen from falling on ice, but didn't she fall in Kuwait when she was leaving for Canada and had to postpone it? Why wasn't her spleen hurting then? Good question. Remember, she took a fall at the airport, right? She took it to fall at the airport, so nothing? She fell a couple of times. No medical attention needed. She made it home just fine. Suddenly she's got to go to the doctor. Okay. Sure. Keep with that story, Foodie. And this happened. And this happened. Crochet with Ashby says, kicking Foodie beauty. Look here. Look here. Now, what's interesting about this is that when she had a Twitch account, when she saw that name, she giggled and she blushed. She didn't freak out. Now here she is on Kick. same reaction. Even after the, footage was released. She sees Natter's name. She's smiling. Uh-oh, somebody's got, y'all hear that? You got the zoomies, Booger? Booger. What are you doing? She got the zoomies back there. I can hear her. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Are you getting your exercise? Good girl. Your tail's all fluffed up. But look at her face. Look at her face, smiling when she sees his name. I'm tired of her grifting too, Bella Italian. I'm tired of it too. But the grifting will stop when people stop giving her money. She's too many idiots giving her money. Now, y'all look at this. Science Girl. The Appaloosa is an American horse breed best known for its colorful spotted coat pattern. How pretty is this horse? How beautiful is that horse? Goose Chuck would just fall in love with this horse. She was struggling to get 10 paid subs. Oh, Bootenbegan, good morning. Look at his little ears. Y'all look at those ears. Look at this puppers with the ears. Those ears are taking me out. He can hear conversation on another planet with those ears. Bless his heart. Look at him. He can hear conversations in the next town over. What a baby. Oh no. Cowboy dog saying my job is done here. What did you do, cowboy? I see what you did there, cowboy. I see what you did. Shame on you, cowboy. Shame on you. Oh boy. Trolls. Gotta love them. Enigma 2025 says, also, would she be able to drive home by herself high off meds like Dilaudid? No. They absolutely would not let her drive home if she were on Dilaudid. They would often give Benadryl if you are allergic to the iodine. She said she didn't complain of pain, but they gave her pain meds. They wouldn't give you Dilaudid if she didn't complain. Well, they also wouldn't give it to you if there's nothing really wrong with you. But let's listen to the clip.
5 hours. Corned beef and rice. Keep it down. I don't know, Wanda. Probably just chatting for now because I can't do much. Actually, they gave me, oh my gosh, so, whew, I don't know much Arabic, a little bit. This platform might be bad for for mental health. Hello, C. Mills. I was like,
You know what, though? If she was on Dilaudid, was there any mention that once they put her on the Dilaudid that they, put her in a wheelchair and wheeled her to the front entrance to get her Uber? Was there any mention of that? Because they wouldn't, if she were on Dilaudid, they wouldn't let her walk. Guarantee you they wouldn't let her walk. Because they would be afraid of her falling down and hurting herself. And as a surgery nurse, a hospital won't give her Dilaudid unless she was saying she was in serious pain. So, Bella Italian, I have to ask you, since you are a nurse, a registered nurse, If somebody came in and they said, I have a bruised rib, if I have hurt knees, would there be any instance where Dilaudid would be prescribed? She would need to stay in the hospital ER until the Dilaudid wears off. Right, because you couldn't let her leave under something that heavy. Just in case something happens, because it is so powerful. So you lie, Foodie. You a big old liar.
Or shortly after, anyway, I'm like, they're like, you have to go for a CT. So, and the CT is kind of a walk. But I'm like, oh yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
All buzzed
Wait
out.
a minute. Wait.
So
Wait. No, shut up. No. No. The CT is kind of a walk. So you're going to have to walk to your CT scan? I'm not even a nurse, and that sounds hokey to me. I am not even a nurse. I have no medical training, but that don't sound right to me. Yeah, a fall risk. I don't even have any medical training. I'm like, wait, what? You walked to your CT scan. Yes, thank you. They would wheel her there. Oh, no hospitals transport patients in wheelchairs. She's straight up lying. Thank you. You know what? I love my audience, and I love the fact that we've got medical professionals in the chat tonight. I want you guys to sound off and call her on her bullshit, because you guys have the knowledge and you know what's up. And here's somebody else. Desiree says, no, hubby was on his gurney to the CT. Thank you. They move your bed or move you by wheelchair. Mm-hmm. On the ER bed to CT. Yep. She lies. She lies. Rule number 1, she lies. Look at all these people calling you out. See, that's why she shouldn't lie.
oh, that deleted Crafty. If it's for medicine, it's okay. You know, you're not using it to just get high. Yeah, it was a lot of pain. Well, I didn't even say that, but
You know what? I'm just going to call it the way I see it. I think the only reason why Foodie would go to an emergency room or the hospital trying to scam some free rugs, do some doctor shopping, see if she could fake her way with injury to get some medications. Oh, good question, Bella Italian. So where is her IV site for IV access? Where is it? Hey, Foodie. Hey, Foodie. Where is the IV site for IV access? I mean, if they gave you Dilaudid, where is it? Where? Bella, are there certain areas that you can only give the Dilaudid? Like, I'm not a medical professional, forgive me. But when you give Dilaudid, is it like you can put it in the arm or the wrist or something? Or is it just like it has to be administered a certain way? You need IV access for Dilaudid and for CT scan for the contrast IV. Oh, and Desiree says CT was with contrast. so they could make sure no organ damage. Oh, and this from Roasted Chicken. Oh, dang it, lost it. Here we go. Someone on X suggested to faked emergency to get back on OHIP quicker. I am not Canadian. Possibly. You need an elbow for contrast. Arm or hand vein. So if she got Dilaudid, if she got like the IV, wouldn't you see kind of like maybe a mark or something where she got poked? Wouldn't that like show up a little bit? I know you, like, as a nurse, you're careful about not to bruise the patient or poke the wrong way, but we would still kind of see that, you know, she got pricked. And here's another thing. Foodie's very fair-skinned. Very fair-skinned. She tends to bruise easy. So where's the bruise? She might have a tendency to bruise. So there's that. Look at all the medical professionals in here calling you out, Foodie. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I was like, I'm very stoic, kind of like, you know, I was just there, like, I wasn't complaining. I wasn't like, you know.
You are, wait, what'd you say? What was that? I was very stoic. She said she was. She was stoic, y'all. She was taking it like a champ. She wasn't complaining. That's all this woman does is complain. I was stoic and I was withstanding the pain. And you were not, you big baby. You were stoic. I'll bet dimes to donuts. A, you didn't even go to the emergency room to begin with. B, if you did go, you'd be complaining up a storm, trying to get stronger and stronger meds. Who are you talking to over here?
No, you're not using it to just get high. Yeah, it was a lot of pain. Well, I didn't even say that, but I was like, I'm very stoic, kind of like, you know, I was just there, like, I wasn't complaining. I wasn't like, you know.
Yeah, you were.
But they gave me that, and I was like,
Okay, hold on.
They gave me the dye and the CT too.
Hold on. I got booger on my arms. Look. Oh no. I can't touch I can't touch anything. Look. Being taken hostage by my cat. Give me a second. I'm trying to work with one hand. The hospital would do lab work first, and they would find illicit drugs in her lab work. It's booger. Yeah, I know, booger. That I thought so, Bella. Because I'm sure hospitals are very aware of the fact that people might try to come in and try to get the free meds. I'm sure you guys you get that all the time. People come in claiming to be in pain, and they're not in pain. They just want whatever medications they think you'll give them. They check for that. Here you are saying, do they check for that, Bella? Do you guys like do lab work to see if there's, well, they kind of have to, I think. Here you are. Because if the person coming in, if they have substances in their system, they want to make sure that if they give medications of any kind, that whatever they give them, we're not going to clash with what's already in this system, and that could make them very, very sick. So it's like, if I'm just going to make up something stupid because I don't want to trigger anybody. Let's just say somebody has cotton balls in their system, 200 milligrams of cotton balls. Then the hospital has to check to see, is there cotton balls in the system? because if they have, say, cotton candy medication, that might clash with the cotton balls. There might be like a reaction between the two, which might cause all kinds of problems. Yeah, there we go. You cannot cross narcotics, and a patient could code. Like they got to be very, very careful. They don't want lawsuits because they didn't do things by the numbers and by the book. They got to make sure of what's going on. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. The girl before me threw up all over herself from the dye. She was like, you know. So anyways,
If a patient is on heavy rugs already, you cannot risk a patient coding. Precisely that. Precisely that. I love the fact that even though it's late, like we got some educated people in my chat today, medical professionals saying, nonsense, I smell nonsense. And look at this. Yup says, did Foodie Beauty spend the last 12 hours in the AER? Can't she just sit still for even a moment? Offer says, here we go. So she's claiming she spent 12 hours in the ER. Really? You spent 12 hours in the ER? Sure you did. Sure you did. Foodie, we know you. You don't like waiting to be seen. And here's what I think. Y'all remember all those trips she used to take home to Canada before she finally moved back home? Did y'all spot the pattern that was happening? She would always go to the Chinese buffet and she would go to town on the food. And then what came next? The ER visit, right? Theory. Here's a theory. Hey, I have no receipts. Theory. Just a theory. Foodie does not like to wait to be seen. In my opinion, she would deliberately go to the Chinese buffet, have herself a really big B moment, and then go to the ER, because if she went to the ER and they checked her levels, they'd see like everything was jacked up. Her sodium was jacked up. Her sugar levels were jacked up. So she would get seen a lot faster. She was using the ER as a way to manage her B moments. She knew that if she went to the Chinese buffet and filled herself up with sodium and sugar and all that if she went to the hospital, they would check her levels and go, oh my God, and be like giving her fluids and insulin and everything else. And she would get seen a lot faster. So that is just a theory, because I kept noticing that pattern. She would go to the Chinese buffet, and then shortly after that, I'm sick, guys. I'm at the ER. She wanted the ability to go out and pig out and then use the medical system to fix what she effed up. Yep, using the ER for content. So get mad at me, Foodie. How close am I? How close am I to that?
5 hours.
About right? Okay, we just saw that. Shut up, Foodie. Shut up. Enigma 2025 says there's no way she walked to the CT scan. They normally take you in your hospital bed or wheelchair, and someone from that department always comes to get you. I've had endless CT scans done. It's a very long wait in the ER. Agreed. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. That sounds about right to me. That if you go get a CT scan, hospital staff is going with you. You're not walking there by your damn self. You ain't going nowhere. She knows all the substances she has taken. She knows ER withdrawal labs and urine tests. That part. That part. And we know that she's been high lately. Don't we? Don't we? We know that she's for sure that she's been taking the edibles, lots and lots of edibles. But if she were taking something else, that would show up, because you can lie to your doctor, but lab tests don't lie. So I don't think she went to the ER. Because if they took any blood work, they're going to find out what the F she's taken and how much. They'd see all this stuff in her system. And she don't want that revealed. She don't want to get in trouble. So I don't think she even went, liar. All right, so this part, Enigma 2025 said, did she see Natter today? She's got that glitter eyeshadow on. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Now, some people have said, wait a minute. She doesn't have the car anymore, does she? Are we sure about that? Are we positive? Are we positive she doesn't have the car anymore? Let me tell y'all something. This is just my theory. I think that Foodie's been doing a lot of feeder stuff behind the scenes. Why do you think she's getting on camera eating all that food? She's looking for more pay pigs. She's making that money behind the scenes. So if she's getting that money, why can't she rent a car? Why can't she? She might still be seeing him. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. She walked to Walmart today. You know what? I'm going to let one of the medical professionals in here answer that. Which of the Wildwoods I just got here? Do you think the radiology report wasn't hers? For those that are medical professionals, if what would be the circumstances of a radiology report? Like, if she's going in there for like a bruised rib and hurt knees, would they have a report for that? You're a retired RN. So she had a radiology report. Would that be something that she would have if she went to the hospital and had her knees checked out and a bruised rib? Would she even have a report like that? It's okay, Kathy, you're fine. Hold on. She's just doing this horse crap to get sympathy from her beezers, the idiots. I think she found some samples of papers and used them. Ain't no way her test came back that good. Agreed. So I listen, I don't think that she went to the ER and got extensive tests, because I can't imagine that those would be cheap. Oh, I'm not a medical professional, but as she was reading it, I remember thinking that it was an old report. Possibly. I'd like to see the date on that report. See if it were current. Could be years and years old for all we know. Could be back from like Crackhead Olympics or something before everything started. And this was on Foodie's first day, and this is my tweet. So Foodie was on Kick her first day, and she had her PayPal link put on Kick, which is a big no-no. Now, I had some people on Twitter say, well, she is allowed. But hold on, wait a minute. It's allowed if you're using some kind of software like, say, Streamlabs or OBS or something to that effect. She wasn't using that, though. She was on Kick, posting her link directly on Kick. So she was doing a big no-no. So if you're on Kick, you cannot you can't do what she's doing like that. You got to be on another type of software to do that. I was like, yeah, look at this big idiot posting her PayPal link, and that's a big no-no on Kick. She's breaking their terms of service. Moron. Okay, so that's it for the Twitter peeps. Is there any more? Is that it? Let me just make sure. Did she get mad? How old is this? Hold on. And this is what Foodie does. She decides to come online and tell us about her health issues, talking about her bad knees or her bruised rib or this or that. And then she does this. And then she does this, courtesy of Kristen, community tab raging. Oh, wait, that's old. Sorry, that's old. My bad. I looked the date on that. Oops. I suck. I put that on my feed and I wasn't paying attention. So you know what? I'm going to thumbs down myself right now. I suck. I should pay more attention to dates. Sometimes people they repost things and I don't look at the dates. My bad. So here's what we're going to do. What? When I screw up, I'll raspberry myself. You know, I kick my own butt. I'll kick my own butt. You don't have to get on me. I'll do it my damn self. All right, so where are we going first? Well, let's see. Is this the one we want? Is that it? This is it. We're not staying here for very long, y'all. We're not staying here for long. You want to know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. First stream on Kick, and she was mainly looking at her phone. The funny part is not her. The funny part is the chat, the names they were coming up with, and the fact that she was getting mad. She was getting real mad. She was getting so frustrated. That was what made it funny. It's not an interesting conversation because there is none to be had with Chantal. Sometimes the chat makes it worthwhile. So we're just going to stay here for a little bit, and then we're going to go on to, the other half. Yeah, the chat is hilarious. So, and this is courtesy of Orange Cat. So big ups to Orange Cat for capturing this. I'm going to go ahead and post the video link in the description. Y'all go over there and give Orange Cat some love. Sub up to her if you haven't already subbed up to her. Say hi. Tell her I said, Rose Thorne said hi. Hi. I'll do like Foodie. Hi. Let's get started.
I don't. They're all telling me to read my message. Shut up. I'm gonna block all 3 of you.
Oh yeah. Like listen, half of the time that she spent in this live was spent blocking people. Hi, Deborah. That's all she did was block, 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 block. She was just blocking. She was blocking everyone. And she was getting so mad with all the names that people were coming up with. Yeah, here she goes again blocking. Yes, ma'am. She like Foodie was getting her workout. Like this part of her body was getting a severe. This was getting the Jane Fonda workout. This has been getting a workout all week. This one finger. Hi, kitten. Kitten is here. Hey, kitten. Kiwi Kitten is in the house. Hi, kitten. I was just telling people about you and your channel. How awesome you are. Telling people to go say hi to you. Because you know you're doing God's work capturing these streams. So I could take a nap with Queen Booger. I can actually take a nap with my cat because of Orange Kitten. Booger appreciates it. Because when I take a nap with Booger later on, she doesn't bite at my feet to get me in bed. She likes to do that, biting at my feet.
Hey, Inu. Kicking Beauty. Yes, I agree, Living I Roll. Hey, Fed Up Beezer. I've already had a few people like be like, oh, I was a Beezer. You don't support long live Trump. Yeah, convicted felon who makes excuses for murderers. Bye. We don't need you here. Oh, but you know, she was gonna run over the ICE agent. Really, the ICE agent who was so injured he walked back to his own effing SUV. Wow. I'm surprised he's got his life with him. You know, that really deserves 3.
You know what? I'm going to say something about this. It's one thing to be passionate about something and be upset about something. But Chantal is someone that she doesn't care about anybody but herself. She just likes to harp on talking points just to have something to talk about. That's all. To be self-righteous. She likes to find certain talking points to stand on a soapbox and be self-righteous. It's not about something that she cares really about or like hits a nerve with her. It's about, I got to act like I care about something. Yeah, she's a pot stirrer. Thank you, Bella. You know, Chantal, I guess your mama didn't raise you right. And the 2 things you never talk about amongst people are religion and politics. And just you avoid those 2 subjects. And you talk about both because you're a moron.
3 shots in the face to a mom who had toys in her glove compartment box. Stupid idiots. She hit in my ass. Goodbye. You support that shit? Get the fuck out of my chat.
And you know what? You're over there cursing and swearing, ranting and raging at people while you're wearing a hijab. Ma'am. You're over there wearing a hijab and an abaya, cursing and swearing at people. Shame on you.
Bye, Gossip Girl. Get some brain cells, then come back. Thank you. See you later, alligator. Oh, I love weeding out the fucking idiots. See ya. Well, if Tracy supports that, then I don't want her in here either. She just has to let me know.
You know what? I think I understand why Foodie Beauty loves social media so much. I think I got it. I think I got it, chat. I think when Foodie was much younger, when she was going to school, I think she really envied the mean girls, the popular girls. She wanted to be like the popular mean girl in school. She wanted to be like the mean head cheerleader. She longed to be that person, and she never could be. She's always wanted to be that person, but she can be that person on social media. Yeah, it's about power and control. So when she was growing up, she couldn't be the popular mean girl. So she became that on social media. Because on social media, you can be the mean girl. And when you mouth off like that, the people that you're talking to are not directly in front of you, and you don't have to deal with them in person. Coward.
It is, Larry. She even said before he shot her, and then he called her an effing bitch after. Disgusting. After all that, no friggin' way. How can you be blind? I can't have people around me like that. Sorry. Disgusting. No, I don't have friends who support murder. Sorry, Gary. Bye. My chat's a dictatorship, so. We support undocumented immigrants who don't have criminal record. The ICE people have more criminal records than the undocumented immigrants. Make that make sense. Your president has more. Your president is a convicted felon. Has more charges.
Okay, I know that there might be some people in my chat that are getting mad, but just remember this. Hale, I agree with you. This is just rage bait. She is just poking the bear. She's poking it. Poke, poke, poke. Give me my pen. Poke, 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 poke. Poke, poke. Oh, wait, you're not poked hard enough? Let me poke some more. Rage bait. She's trying to rage bait people. She's stupid. This is how you want to get views, Foodie, getting people pissed off. You want to use negative emotion, and you want a positive reaction to negative emotion. You're not going to get a positive reaction to eliciting negative emotion in people, getting people mad. If you poke too much and you get people too angry, do you know what that leads to? Rage fatigue. You can say you poke so much that people get to a point where they can't get mad anymore and they don't care anymore. That's what happened with a lot of people in girl world. I guess you didn't get the memo because you kept coming at girl world using DV, SA, animal stuff, going for the jugular with those things. And you did it so much that it's just like we can't get mad anymore. Those things bother us, sure. But you're not going to get like boiling point level mad because you just keep doing it. You keep doing it. You can get somebody so angry so much they reach a point of numbness where they just can't get mad no more. Did she get monetized on Kick today? I'm not exactly sure. But keep making people mad or trying to. You're not going to get the reaction that you want.
Then the undocumented immigrants you're so bothered by. DoorDash drivers delivering food and you're arresting them and threatening to shoot them. Ooh. And you want to support that? Yeah, Melanie. I don't care, Raven Fire. Then I won't be on Kick. I'm not letting people on here for no reason.
If you get kicked off of Kick, Foodie, where are you going to run to? Rumble? Facebook? Where are you going to run to? And listen, I'm putting my theory out there. I said it earlier. I think Foodie is making okay money through her feeders. That's why she's not being careful with Kick or Twitch. She don't give a damn. Kick and Twitch are just like whatever pocket change. For now, she might be doing well with her feeders. And she's making money, more money offline than she is online. She's live on TikTok right now. Are you sure? Are you serious? I bet she's playing music. I don't want to get copyright struck. No, I am not gonna get in trouble because the dumb idiot's playing copyrighted music. She's live on TikTok. Is she talking? Is she playing music? What is she doing? I don't know why she's over on TikTok. Let me tell y'all something about TikTok. I did my homework on TikTok. TikTok barely pays out, even if you're on their partner program. I mean, like, it's crazy. They barely pay anything over there. How you make money on TikTok is through like affiliate deals, sponsorships. You know, there's a lot of e-beggars on TikTok. There's a lot of them. Oh my God, there's a lot of them. People that beg for money and they're like, send me money through PayPal or whatnot. But as far as getting paid through TikTok, the rate of pay is ridiculous. You're not going to make much money on TikTok, even if you're through their partner program. She's not playing music. What's she doing? Canadians are not eligible to participate in the TikTok partner program. Right. So if she's Canadian, so she goes on TikTok, how is she going to make money? Passing out her PayPal. People make so much money on TikTok selling on the store. What's in the store that's worth buying? She's talking. What is she talking about? I'm nosy. I'm nosy. What's she talking about? Food? Yeah, she's getting money from someplace. People are sending her gifts which have a monetary value. Well, that's not going to last long. That is not going to last long. She's just talking blah, 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 blah. It'll probably be on Twitter tomorrow. She's probably just babbling. You know what? I'm nosy. I'm fucking nosy. Hold on. Let me look. Shh. We're going to spy. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Stop it. Man, I got to log in. I thought I was logged in. Did I not log in? Did they log me out because I haven't used TikTok in forever? You know what? I don't even care. She got monetized. Okay. You know what? We're going to stick right here. There'll probably be clips on it on Twitter tomorrow or even tonight. Let's just go with this.
Why do I care? The whole world cares, c'est la vie, because it affects the whole world. I hope you realize that. He is. Yes, clown vomit. Goodbye, sweet poutine. Worried about my monetization? See ya. So what? Goral, bye. Goodbye. He's allowed to watch. Thank you.
The names.
Hey, okay. Hello, everybody. You're stupid. I'm gonna ban you. Any of that crab tack bullshit. Goodbye. Hey, Georgia. Fake Tracy. Goodbye. I'm just weeding out. We'll get to the beezing as soon as lot of privilege in the chat. We got to block. Hi. What's up? Thank you.
Like, what? And here we go. Look who showed up. Look who showed up at the party. Look. Now here's something interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that on one of her videos or her lives, guess who posted? Not Natter. Natter's brother. And I'm not saying the name, but I saw it on Twitter. Natter's brother. I saw that. I'm like, what the hell? Why is Natter's brother chiming in on this? This is what? Oh, who? She goes, oh my God, aren't you Natter's brother? And I'm like, why is he jumping in on this? He don't have a dog in this fight. What's he doing? There's too many moving parts in this machine. I can't figure it out. What is going on here? This is madness. There's too many actors running on stage. I don't even know what the play is anymore. She says she's available. Of course she is. Big old slut bag. Her legs are open more than the 7-Eleven. Foodie, you better be careful. That's how your knees got damaged the first time. You got to be right back at the ER.
I like your bees and stones. Oh, thank you. Yeah. By the way, let me see. No, I
hate to be gross, y'all, but you know, I hang out with Goose Chuck, so forgive me. But I did notice she got one of those grabber things, and I saw it, and I'm like, I wonder what that's really for. Use your imagination. Goodbye. Let's keep going.
I want people like that in my chat. I just don't. I don't want them talking with me. I don't want them around me. I'm so grossed out. I'm so grossed out. I don't think that's the real Salah.
It was so foul. That's wrong, isn't it? That's so wrong.
Hi. Okay, guys, we're just learning this, you know. Can I slow down the chat? I don't know how. Thank you. I guess I can try to put slow in the command. Thank you, Jimmy the Shoe. It's okay. Is Trump Venezuelan?
To go a little further, let's just say I think that Foodie got the grabber to touch her La Isla Bonita. I ain't saying no more.
Did he have business in Venezuela? No. Right? So he can infiltrate the whole world, but I can't have an opinion as a Canadian with what he's doing to the world. Okay.
You're welcome, Angel.
No, I'm Canadian. Your neighbors. Hey, One Piece, welcome.
I didn't say anything.
You too, Gemstone. Does Salah see Egyptians as the lowest scum on earth? He sees one Egyptian as that, yeah.
Sunburst, no.
Oh, but no, he has Egyptian friends. Canadian prime ministers do not have a term limit. Yeah, we do, I think. I don't even know. I know more about American politics. There's nothing dramatic going on. Hey, Wanda.
So listen, Foodie's sitting there. She's got her second phone, and she's seeing all the names that are popping up on her screen. She sees the natter name and she doesn't react. She doesn't block that person. No reaction. Not a single one. Just smiles with her gat no glitter on. Okay.
No, Egyptians are not bad. Egyptians are wonderful people. I know it's not fun right now. I'm just trying to weed out the people, so we can get like our it's not buffering. I'll make $1 million here. Yeah, right. How many people are watching? Tracy Kicker? What?
I don't think it's fair that I'm doing this reaction tonight of Foodie. I'm a fair person, and I don't think it's fair that I should sit here and react to Chantal without saying thank you to her. I have to say thank you to Foodie. Like if you take, you should thank for taking. So Foodie, I would like to express my thanks for you going on YouTube and doing the lives that you do unmonetized, and on Kick not monetized, because you're not making any money from this shit. What the reaction channels are. You're doing all this for free. You're working for free. The very thing you said you never do. I'm not going to be on social media unless I'm making money. You ain't making money. You're still doing it. Ha ha, bitch. So thanks for doing things for free. We appreciate it.
Nothing is wrong with Somalis. We don't have racism in the chat. Anyways. Thank you. Thank you, Mads. I'll start with you. Your weird Barbie. Hey, Lex Revenge. Miss you too, Wanda.
The names are killing me. Y'all check out the names that are rolling through. Are you guys seeing the names? Wanda the Wallet. I think Wanda is out and there's a new one, actually. I think there's a new pay pig on the horizon. There's a few of them now. I think Foodie is deliberately doing the feeder content wherever she can do it because she's trying to attract new, fresh pay pigs with big wallets.
Because I can't look at the chat on there.
Why not?
You'll get a bunch of weirdos in the beginning. Yeah, I know. Kick is fun. Ooh. This would be 43 an hour. F off.
I've never been to Kick before, and I'm starting to see the system here where on YouTube, when people would want to troll Chantal, they would send super chats, right? That was the system on YouTube. If you want to troll Chantal, you send like a hateful super chat. What they're doing on Kick is they're just making up funny names to make her mad. And she's not even getting paid for that. So they've got a different way of trolling over there. Okay, I see what's up there. They don't send super chats with messages. They just make up funny names to make her angry. Love it. Love it.
Frozen poo bag. Why do you keep coming in here? I put that frozen poo bag in the trash a long time ago. No poop talking in here. No, Volpe, it doesn't. Thank you, Red X. I know. Thank you, Juan.
You know, there's a hidden joke here, and I want to point it out to y'all. So Chantal got herself a second phone, right? Ever since she got that second phone, she's been glued to that second phone. Every single effing time she goes live, she got to pick up that second phone and her eyes are on the phone. So not only did that phone cost her a lot of money initially, but I don't know if she realizes it, but because she's glued to that phone, it's also costing her more money because it looks very unprofessional and it's very annoying for people that are coming in that might want to sub up to her, that she's not paying attention to what's going on. So the longer she stays on that phone, the more money that being on the phone is costing her. So the joke's on her. Like, she wants to look like professional girl, busy girl, and she's just being obnoxious and rude. So that phone cost her what, like $1,200? And she wants to make money on Kick or Twitch, and yet she can't put her phone down. And she does look like a complete tool. It's really annoying. It's very unprofessional, very amateurish. Like, I'm so popular. I have to look at my phone. Girl, put that phone down.
Yeah, it's pretty cute, eh? I like the glittery ones these days. That has to be him, Wizzy. Is that not him? That's the Caddish. That's the rat documentary guy. No fried plastic. Oh.
Speaking of the laptop, Foodie doesn't do laptops. But if she did get a laptop, I guarantee you that thing would be broken in less than a week. Or she'd be doing a live stream and she'd be so stupid, she would put the laptop on a table with no airflow underneath. And that laptop would keep overheating and she would get mad at it. Like, why does it keep shutting down? Because you're an idiot. And you've got to have the laptop elevated so there's airflow underneath so the battery doesn't overheat. She would just put it flat on the table. And then she would wonder, like, why after an hour is this thing shutting down on me? So it wouldn't last. Right, Tans. Exactly. She didn't know the right specs or anything. She'd sit on it.
I have more viewers than DSP. Who's that? Yeah, John, Jesus is awesome.
There you go, cookie butter. How about
Hey, my
that?
Moonchild jewelry. Power chat for TTS donations. How do you do that, Dandy? Dark side Phil. What, Tracy Kicker? Tracy Kicker is the real Tracy. Okay. Yes. Do you guys want to hear about the
You know what? Does she need software to stream on a laptop, right? StreamYard? I believe so, Bella. I'm on StreamYard right now. And StreamYard is super simple. I wouldn't recommend OBS to Chantal because it is a bit more complicated. It took me forever to figure out OBS. OBS is like you got to layer things on top of each other. I got so frustrated. A lot of people like OBS. I like StreamYard. It's simple to understand. But she would get so frustrated with OBS. She knows about StreamYard, but she doesn't like StreamYard. I remember the last time she used StreamYard, she saw herself without filters and it took all of 60 seconds for her to quit. She saw herself and she goes, "What is this?" And then she was gone. But StreamYard is amazing to use. I just wish it weren't so doggone expensive.
Yeah, Mike.
She's using StreamYard. Mine don't do that.
Opinion on Rev and Shani?
I don't want to do that.
I don't know. I don't take pleasure. I think the whole thing was gross. I don't take pleasure in people like setting up streams to watch their downfall and be like, "Oh yeah, you stupid lazy bitch, get out there, get that," calling the cops, and like that's not entertainment for me. So they need help, and honestly, it's probably a good thing for her because it sucks at first, like, you know, separating from somebody that you're dependent on. You know what I mean? But I don't think it's the person. I don't think they're.
Wait. So are you admitting that you were dependent on Salah? But I thought you were a trad wife and you did so many things for him. So now you're walking it back and saying you were dependent on Salah? But I thought you took care of him. Okay. That's not what you said, though. You had a different story a while ago.
Going to miss each other. I think they're going to miss, you know, it happened to me when I moved here. It's like you realize that you have so much work to do on yourself when you're left without all distractions of a toxic, like they were in a very toxic relationship, right? So
were you.
Yeah. It's like, you know, they both should really take the time to he's great. Clown. They should take the time to heal and work on themselves.
Ma'am, you're no one to give relationship advice. Like I've heard of here and there about the Shani Rev situation. That's just a whole crazy mess all into itself. But you are no one to give relationship advice. No one. Who are you to give advice? Who are you? Ma'am, no.
They'll attract the right person, you know? And it's really sad that all of the people that Rev thought were his friends all of, this catfishing him, getting his hopes up, all of this like it feels like it happened because of all this fake stuff, people, So it's like, at the end of the day, when you realize that, and they believe in God, so turn to Jesus. Like,
You know what? Like, listen to her talk about Shani and Rev. She's talking an awful lot about Shani and Rev. Like, she's been watching them on the regular. But I thought she didn't care about drama. Sounds like she's been paying attention to what's going on with Shani and Rev, don't it? Huh. Like, maybe she's been paying attention to how much people are reacting to them and covering them. And there are some people that are covering them because, it's a toxic train wreck over there. Has been for a minute. So have you been looking around on YouTube, Foodie, seeing who's getting the press a little bit? The fact that Amber is on locale bus and Shani and Rev are getting covered by people. Is that why you're starting to kick it up a notch with your content? Because you're like, I'm going to get left behind. I know I'm boring. I'm going to get left behind. So I got to kick it up a notch just to keep people still interested in me. Yeah, and she does always copy others. Yeah, the plot thickens chickens. She gives diet and diabetes advice. Why not relationship advice, right? Hey, she's Dr. Armchair for all occasions and for all seasons, don't you know? Okay? She's over there. She could be Dr. Armchair, giving medical advice, relationship advice, health advice, gummy advice, motivational speaker, anything you need. Chantal's got it covered. She's got all the answers. She's better than a fortune cookie. Open that fortune cookie and you get a little piece of paper that says, eat poutine. And that's all the advice you need for the rest of your life. I'm telling you, you're missing out.
you always preach. I've done that. I've turned to God. And honestly, you realize that the only thing remaining, people come and go in your life. People you never thought you would lose, people nobody's there by coincidence or accident. They're there for a lesson or they're there for life.
Wait,
But
what?
at the end of the day, the only thing that...
Wait, what'd you say? What did I say recently? Some people come into your life not to be your partners, but as a life lesson. Were you listening to me, Foodie? That sounds awfully familiar. I know I said that. And it's true. Some people are coming to your life not to be your partners, but they're a life lesson. But some people are there for a lifetime. Some people are there for a season. And I'm going to pass along something. This is going to sound really odd, but you'll understand once I show it to you. Hold on a minute. I'm finding something for y'all, and I can't play it on my channel because I don't know if it's copyrighted. One second. Okay, I can't play the audio, but if anybody's ever heard of Medea, there's this one segment that I heard of Medea's called Let Them Go. And I'm posting it in the chat. I can't play it here. I'm sorry. But there's a section like you've heard of Medea saying, let them go. And it makes so much sense when you listen to it. And it talks about people and relationships. Makes perfect sense.
remains is yourself and God. So turn to God like you always preach, you know, and I'm sure he will help you out. It's true. I mean, you know, it's time to bees. All right, so I was at the hospital, so I can't really do much for a little while. I think I overdid it, even just getting ready to be on the stream. Hey, everybody, thank you for following, joining. Is there an option to sub on here? No, I'm not monetized yet. That's why. I'm just curious. I don't expect people to actually sub because, you know. Okay, so hey, Lolo. I'm really into glitter. Yeah, I do love glitter. This is not Gatineau glitter. Let's get
Yeah, well, what glitter is it then?
you monetized, homegirl. Thank you. Hey, Trash Pandy.
Is it baby carrot glitter? Is it green bean glitter? I was in Orange Cat's chat today, and a comment was made that Chantal doesn't like vegetables. And I said, that's not true. She likes vegetables. I mean, she ate the green bean and she paid $9,000 for a baby carrot. She does like vegetables, just select vegetables. That's all.
All right. People are subbing. Okay, let me just get my thing out. So yeah, I went to the hospital because on the first is when I fell. The second I went to the hospital, they gave me an x-ray, and then
Okay, before you even get started, Foodie, if they gave you an x-ray, where are your x-rays? Do you have copies of your x-rays? Where are the x-rays? I mean, I don't work at a hospital. When you get x-rays, do you get copies of them? Would you normally get copies of your x-rays? I don't think they do x-rays for like a bruised rib though. But where are the x-rays?
excuse me.
Oh. What happened?
Let me try this. Slow on.
Okay, thank you, Kathy.
Is it slow? Wait, let me try this again. Slow on 10. Does it say 10?
Okay, you know, once upon a time I had somebody come into my chat with the handle Chantal's unfinished sentences. We need you again. It's happening again. She'll start a story and then like 2 sentences in, she abandons it and then picks it back up later. Where is Chantal's unfinished sentences?
Woo! It does. Okay, thank you, Wanda. Moonchild, Georgia girl, thank you. Hi, everybody. Hey there, Barbara.
Okay, I have a medical question because I'm just curious. If someone needs x-rays, with someone being super, super, super morbidly obese, would it make it more difficult to take an x-ray? Or is it just like the same thing? If somebody is super, super morbidly obese, does it make it more difficult to do an x-ray? Or it doesn't matter? I'm just curious about that.
Okay. Turn alert. Okay, sure. Just let me turn that off. Oh. Soda and Sadness is following. I know Nutella. Hey, Angela. Foodie, I'm here listening to start shrieking like a banshee. All right, all right. Yeah, I do have a lot of health problems. Yeah, Tracy Kicker. Why Kicker? Hey, Judy.
Okay, and I'm going to say something. Code break. Why do I always talk about Foodie Beauty? Because people are interested in her. Anything else on your channel when you go live? I do tarot lives sometimes, where I do tarot readings. Also, if you're looking for something different, I do have ambiance videos on my channel. So I just do what I have time for and what I feel like doing. So there's all kinds of stuff here. I also have some creepypasta stories on my channel as well, if you do a search. So there's different stuff here for those that are really not into foodie. There's just like reacts here, tarot lives, ambiance videos, creepypasta stories, all kinds of stuff. Interesting that you asked that though, because I'm actually working on a creepypasta right now. I got an idea for a story and I'm gonna put it together. And the working title is called Distortion. Why do I always talk about Foodie Beauty? Because people are interested in foodie. And I've been reacting to her for 4 or 5 years. And I'm here to see the ending of the story, whatever the ending is. So there's that.
I kind of want to try it without mods for now. Sorry, no Islamophobia, of course. I don't think so. Me refresh?
You made pasta tonight. Fantastic. Oh. And she went offline, bitch. Don't worry, she came back.
Thanks, Glitter Queen. Stay. I fell outside on like some. The ice was kind of chunky.
Okay, I'm calling bullshit on that. She fell on some ice outside. When'd you go outside? So you fell on some ice and you hurt your ribs. What's a creepypasta? A creepypasta is actually like a scary story, a narrated scary story. It's just the name that people came up with for creepy horror stories. I'm actually a big fan of a creepypasta channel called Lighthouse Horror, because the guy who narrates the stories is very talented. He narrates very well. So big fan of Lighthouse Horror, but I'm also subscribed to many creepypasta channels. Yeah, going back to Foodie though, if she fell on the ice, I guess it all depends on how you fall. You can fall backward, you can fall forward, maybe like fell to the side. So, okay, if she's falling backward, that would mean she would probably have some kind of head injury, right? Or you hurting your lower back. If you're falling forward, which happens a lot, that would mean you would have injuries on your hands. Because if you're falling forward, what's the natural reaction? You're going to put your hands out to brace your fall. It just seems kind of weird that she fell on her side and twisted it. It's normally not how you fall. I mean, you could, but if you're like say you're falling to the side, wouldn't you have bruises, say, on your hip or your butt or something? You would hurt you would still hurt your wrist, because if you're falling to the side, your reflex is to brace your fall with your hands. So it's like, where are the hand injuries? I mean, you got 500 pounds coming down fast. So no scrapes on your hands? Nothing? No scrapes, no bruising on the fingers or the hands? Your wrist isn't hurting? That's very, very, very strange.
I don't know. ECDC, probably. Most people, if you're overweight, you have some fat in your liver. Yeah. They won't act like your family doctor and give you all, worry too much about your blood pressure, they're just there to treat the emergency. But okay, I'm going to try. I do have a family doctor. I finally found a family doctor, and I have my first appointment on the 19th. So that is good.
I know that, Suzanne. I agree with you.
Yeah. So yeah.
You know what the shame? I don't think she has a doctor appointment. And if she really doesn't care about her health, what is the point of going to the doctor? If she goes to the doctor and they take some blood tests, if they say, this is what's wrong with you, you've got this, and this, right? You've got all these different things. And the doctor says, this is what's wrong with you. This is what we found out. This is what you need to do. She's not gonna do what the doctor tells her. So what is the point of going to the doctor? To get some medications, get some insulin for free? That's it. She doesn't listen to doctors. That's the problem. So what is the point of going to the doctor if the doctor is saying, this is what's wrong with you? I can give you some medication, but here's what you need to do on top of the medication, and you're not going to do it. Yeah, rug shopping. What's the favorite creepypasta story? Mine is called 1999. For Lighthouse Horror, there's actually another channel. I forget the name of it, but my favorite creepypasta story that I've found on YouTube so far, and there's like different channels that have this, but there's one in particular, I forget the freaking name of it, but it's about a bar that trades drinks for secrets. You could probably find it somewhere on YouTube, but like it's a special bar that they don't take regular currency. They trade drinks for secrets. And it's really tripped out, this story. Like the more severe the secret, the more drinks you get on your drink tab. And it has to be a secret that nobody knows. It is really interesting, and that's why I like it. It's different. I like the different creepy pastas. I don't like the ones that sound the same. I watch so many that they're starting to sound the same to me. They all start to sound the same after a while. Like, oh, like I don't have any money, and this job pays really well, and down on my luck, and they gave me a set of rules and I didn't follow them and I broke one. They all sound the same. I'm looking for the different ones that don't all sound the same.
I know. I have no idea, Soda. Hello, Sweet and Low. Okay, I want to try something else. No, I can start the Pilates plan whenever I'm ready. But yeah, I don't think it's wise to do that when you have a torn muscle, but whatever.
You know, Chantal, from everything that I've heard, sounds like you're doing the Pilates with Natter, you're just doing it wrong. That's why you got your knees and your liver hurt. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that kind of Pilates with Natter. You know, lay off the Natter Pilates.
We're gonna be banning all children in here. Bye-bye. See you later. Hello, Sammy Bots. I have all the time in the world. You don't know what
Now,
I do.
like, I don't think that downward doggy Pilates is working out for you, Chantal. I think you should avoid that kind of Pilates. It sounds painful. Downward doggy yoga, Pilates, aerobics is not for you, girl.
My day. See you. Me too, strawberries.
Maybe she should try purple mattress Pilates or dirty mattress Pilates. Maybe that would work out better for her. Yeah, I think that's it.
Moonchilds, I like they're children up here anyways. You know, they gotta go. Yeah, for monkey, mashallah.
Hey, Jenny, thank you for being wow member. Hold on a minute. I got it. Wait. Shut up, Chantal. You're not important. Thank you, Jenny, for being a member for 38 months. Wow, thank you. That's awesome. You've been a member for that long? Yay. Yay. Thank you, love.
Exactly.
I got a question for you, Chantal. When you were doing the downward doggy Pilates, did you say woof woof? I'm just asking. I'm just curious. Never mind. What?
Right, sweet and low. Yeah, exactly. I'm just weeding out all the idiots. I love it. Oh, really? Yeah, pulled muscles are really painful. Yes. I have to look at here on the chat though. Hey, Starwinkle.
Woof woof.
That's weird.
Tell her. What's she gonna do? Tell her, Shelly. Thank you for the super chat. Tell her.
Rolling Stone soda. You're welcome, Larry. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Hey, Crafty. No, Alien, you're not. If you have a problem with me banning trolls, you can go to. Bye, beep boop.
Keep banning people, Chantal. You know what? I know I've said it already. Her being on the phone annoys me so much. It's so unprofessional. So it put the damn phone down, Chantal. You get a phone right in front of you. Look into the phone in front of you. Watch the chat there. Why do you need that second phone? Put that damn thing down. It is disrespectful. Put it down. You are not the important person that you think you are. Okay? Put it down.
I just want mature, normal people in here. If that's not going to work out, I will just get off of here. Actually, there's always going to be my true beezers. Goodbye. The rest, I don't care. I know, Hermit. I don't care about that person, so you can be blocked if you're about drama. Yes, Starwinkle. Sure, but yes, but that's not very nice. Who else? 9 months, Mallow? Wow. Oh my goodness. It takes a while and you can keep hurting it, he said, like, so to take it easy, you know? But he said that he's glad I went back because it's better to check and rule out. Like, there could be some kind of, like, little tear that you can't see in your, like, spleen or something.
Okay, stop. If you're going to the hospital for a bruised rib and a knee, and that's it, because you said earlier, it's the whole purpose is it's the emergency room. It's only for emergency care. If you're saying, my knees hurt, there's something wrong with my knees, and I got a bruised rib, that's what they're looking at. They're not looking at your spleen. They're not looking at your liver. They're not looking at your kidneys. They're not doing tests for none of that. So if they're not doing tests for none of that, how are they going to know? How are they going to know? That would require testing and blood work. So how are they going to know? Yeah, a tear would show up. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, but if she had a tear in her spleen, that would mean her butt would not have been leaving the hospital, yeah? They would have had her on a stretcher because that sounds like a life-threatening problem. Like, you don't walk out of the hospital for that. Wouldn't that lead to some kind of internal bleeding? That don't even make sense. A sprained muscle is a sprained muscle, but tearing your spleen? Yeah, there we go. Oh, excuse me, sorry. That would show bleeding. It'd be internal bleeding. What the heck? You a lie. I've had bruised ribs. You can't breathe. She's lying. I agree. And I've heard that. If you have a bruised rib or a cracked rib, you don't want to breathe. It hurts to talk. It hurts to do anything. And if you sneeze, you want to scream. That hurts. And she's been walking around. She's been eating. All that.
So BG? I know, Casey. I'm getting rid of them. There we go.
Like, I remember
Yeah,
when this big old liar talked about having sciatica. I've actually had it. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I had it for real. I describe it as the devil's thunderbolt. The least little movement, and you've got the devil's thunderbolt shooting up and down your spine and down your leg. Like you fear coughing or sneezing because the devil's thunderbolt shoots down your leg in a half second. You literally scream, be laying in bed, and you can't even like roll over because it hurts so bad. It's not funny. It hurts like a bitch.
Everyone. That's not true, Mike. If a platform encourages you to just allow whatever and doesn't allow you to create the audience you want and block hate, then I don't want to be on that platform anyway. I don't give a fuck. Thank you. Hey, Laura. No, my skin's fine, Melody. See you. I'm not on here to make millions off of negativity, so don't worry about it. Oh, well, Ardhen, goodbye. It's not about being sensitive.
You know, all of this snobby ass behavior, this is just confirmation that she's making money somewhere else, because if she weren't, she wouldn't be acting this way. We know Foodie. When she needs money, we know Foodie. She even said it herself in Cuba. Oh, you know it. I'm coming out here and come out here and be nice as pie, and you'll eat it up. When she needs money, oh, she's so nice. When she doesn't need money, she's a complete biatch. So she's making money somewhere. She's got it someplace. And that's why she doesn't care about what's going on Kick or Twitch. Because she's making money someplace, y'all. I'm telling you. She's got some pay pigs bankrolling her. That's why she don't give an F.
It's about being grown up and mature. That's okay, Nubby. See ya. Goral.
I think she's doing on Kick and Twitch what she did on YouTube. You guys, I told y'all how it worked. She was on her YouTube channel and just using it as a portal to get in front of the feeders. She would get in front of them and say, hey, I'm Foodie Beauty. They would get interested in her, contact her through Instagram or Cameo or PayPal or whatever email address. And they would set up something to pay her for private content. And I think she's doing the same thing on Kick. Why does she need to switch from platform to platform? Because she keeps getting kicked off from platform to platform. But each new platform has the potential for fresh faces, does it not? People that have never seen her before. At Amazon wish list. She's looking for fresh faces. People that have never seen her before. New customers. Because she's pulling the same crap on each platform. You know, she's casting a wider net to get more fish.
Hey, Wanda. Laugh at farts is different. Exactly, Lynx. I agree. What's up, Lost Poodle? I agree, Scrape. Thank you. Ah. Yeah, you're fast. That's good, Crafty. Good. I just want 10 people left. That's it.
Hold on a minute. Maybe somebody in here can answer your question, Pizza Kitty. Can sciatica cause permanent numbness in toes? Can it cause permanent numbness in toes? Sometimes sciatica, it comes and goes, or it just comes and then, you know, like it works itself out. I don't know. Can sciatica cause permanent numbness in toes? That kind of sounds like a pinched nerve to me. When you got a pinched nerve in your back. Billy says yes. For those that have sciatica, I don't know if this might help you. I'll tell you what helped me with my sciatica. I dealt with it for like 3 weeks plus. I went on YouTube and I found all kinds of videos where they teach how to do different exercises or things you can do to relieve the sciatica pain. The one thing that helped me was crossing one leg over one knee and pressing my hands down on the knee furthest away from me. And it helps to stretch out the nerve. And then do that with the other leg. That's what finally helped me.
Bye, ECDCE. Don't need you either. All the weirdos. See ya. Yeah.
Come on, Foodie.
Very content. I'm at peace. Thank you, Unicorn. Thanks for the kisses, Wanda.
Okay, we're moving forward.
Thank you, Okie Pokey.
Next.
There, like, I wasn't complaining. I wasn't like, you know?
Yeah, you were.
But they gave me that, and I was like, They gave me the dye and the CT too. Yeah. The girl before me threw up all over herself from the dye. She was like, you know.
And this is her talking about getting it allotted, which she probably did not get because she's a liar.
So, anyways.
Okay, Starshine.
Yeah. My PayPal.
Okay, question for the chat. We see what this is, don't we? We see what this is. I don't think we're going to be missing much of anything if we cut this one out and go to the next one. And maybe at least do part of it. What do you say? We see what this is. Have we had enough of this one? It's just her sitting there looking at her phone, talking about her health issues, lying about them. Yeah, let's go. Let's exit this party. Let's get out of here. And I don't know if y'all noticed. Y'all know that I played World of Warcraft for the Horde. For the Horde. Screw the Alliance. If you play WoW, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me just share the screen. What else we got here? Is this a different one? Is this the same one? Is this her new one? I can't even tell. Okay, yeah, it's a new one. I just have to make sure. What? You don't like my hoodie? For the Horde. Blood and thunder. All right. We're going on to Foodie. We're going to Foodie. What are you doing now, Foodie? It doesn't look much different than the live we just left, does it? Same position on the couch, same everything. You can barely tell that there's a difference. It's like Groundhog Day. That's okay. What do you want, Foodie?
Cost, but they often come with compromised build quality, poor customer support, questionable longevity, especially batteries, and performance issues for anything beyond light use, making them a gamble best suited for users with minimal expectations and very specific budget-driven needs.
What is she talking about?
No thanks. I don't want to buy a no-name computer.
Oh, computers.
Like,
she's an idiot. She's so stupid. She's so stupid. The name don't matter, does it? You got to look at the specs. What's inside the computer? That's what you're looking at. What are the specs? Because some of that, hey, I'm a gamer. I can get into a gaming computer, man. Some of those specs are sexy. Terabyte drive. Give it here, baby. Yes. Yes. Fast processor. Give me that. Give me that graphics card. That's right. That's sexy to me. She don't know about none of that. She's like, I want a name computer. You can get a name computer and be a piece of crap. She'd probably get a refurbished computer too. You filthy casual. That's what she is. She's a filthy casual. She wouldn't know nothing about no graphics card. That's right. I want that latest graphics card. Sexy. She doesn't know how to research specs. Yeah, your computer built. That's even sexier. Hey, is it water cooled? That's really sexy. A water cooled gaming computer. Bow chicka wow wow. Sexy. You want to turn me on? Take me to a computer store. I get into all that stuff.
Talk to Luke. Oh. Budget driven needs. HP. These brands are weird as hell. Maybe I'll try ordering from Best Buy.
You know, for anybody that wants a new computer or laptop, my advice to you is to go straight to eBay because I've seen so many gaming towers custom build on eBay for a lot cheaper. And on eBay, you can buy custom builds all day long. So much better than you'd find at Best Buy that can handle gaming.
Lenovo or Asus, yeah. Those are the big ones. No, I don't remember that scrape. Acer 5.6 Chromebook. Yeah, who knows? They can all
Yes, roasted.
After a while.
You know, like she's not being entertaining, so I'll entertain y'all with a real story about computers. And it happened to me because I did it. I was an idiot. This was back when I was much younger. I didn't know any better. I had a tower and I would always burn incense in my room. Okay. And hey, I'm stupid. Okay. Don't look at me like that. I would burn incense in my room. And then one day I had to go to get my tower fixed. The guys opened up the tower and they could smell the incense in the tower. It smelled like Nag Champa. They're like, it smelled really good. I didn't know you had to keep like candles and incense away from like towers. But it makes sense because the fan sucks the air and stuff in. So if you have a tower, if you got a computer, keep things like incense and candles and stuff away from your tower because that can get inside the parts. So just take it from me. Don't do that. I learned my lesson, but it did smell really nice.
Best Buy is on DoorDash? I'm going to put the pizza in the oven. I'm getting hungry. Let's try these. Planters Planters cashews. Salt. Ooh, the salt and vinegar. I love salt and vinegar. I love malt vinegar. Me too. Hey, Rhonda.
Stop eating on camera.
$4.50.
No, Candy Crush is an app.
5 to 7 minutes. We're gonna have to preheat the oven though. Preheat it to.
Okay, there she goes being unprofessional again.
Hi. Yeah, hi there. I can suggest thin crust. No, I don't know.
Moron.
What work history do I have? So
None.
I worked at New York Fries, a bakery, babysitter, call center, medical offices, different medical offices, hospital, mental health hospital. That was my last real job. And I was making 68 grand a year as a secretary, level 3.
Okay, wait. You're leaving out the interesting part of the story, Foodie. Why don't you tell your beezers about how you worked as a secretary and you were hired on the basis that you could speak fluent French and you got fired because you couldn't speak fluent French? You're also leaving out part of the story when you worked at the hospital where you got fired because you weren't showing up for your shifts and you were showing up late and you were taking really long lunch breaks. So they let you go. You're leaving out those interesting parts. I mean, if you're going to tell the story, make it interesting and tell people what happened.
And that was it. I think you would be perfect poster girl for pizza. I agree. And then I really wanted to no, I can't go back there. I got a settlement from them.
Yeah, that happened too. She was working at the hospital. They let her go and they gave her like kind of a settlement package just to make her go away and shut up.
I wanted to become an influencer. Like I wanted to try YouTube, right? Ah, teardrop imagine. Oh my gosh.
So she got with BB and she was living basically on that settlement money. And she decided, I want to do YouTube full time. That all happened about the same time span as her being with BB. Yeah, and I want y'all to take a look at something. Take a look at Foodie's hand. Keep in mind that she is 5'1". I mean, not 5'1", excuse me. She's 5 feet tall. I'm 5'3". Believe it or not, she's got a very petite skeleton, as do I. Take a look at my hand. I got almost a child's wrist. All right? Compared to Foodie's. Her hand should be actually a little bit smaller than mine. But look at them there. So my hand compared to Foodie's.
I'm waiting for it to heat up to 450 before putting it in because it's only got to be in there till the cheese melts. Should be working in a mental health setting? Nah, you don't have to be. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm sorry, but a lot of the secretaries were admitted to that hospital. You just have to be able to work, be mentally well enough to work, you know? So, like, I'm not helping people. I'm not treating people. So my mental health, you know, as a secretary didn't really, you know? I'm in the right place. I did really well. Everyone really like the clients really loved me when I was in the schizophrenia department, but whenever I went to the the geriatric psychiatry section. I just didn't get along with that doctor, you know, and we had to be like this. I don't do well with people like giving me like, I didn't at least then, being annoying and picky. I remember writing a letter up. Remember I told you I even had my friend, she was a secretary.
I don't know about y'all, but I get so tired of hearing the same stories over and over. How many times have we heard this story? We've heard this so much. You would think someone who's been to Cuba and Thailand and the Middle East would have some news stories. It's all the same recycled stories. Over and over and over and over again. It's like a cassette tape that gets played and then rewound and played again. I'm tired of the same old stories, Foodie.
Terry for 50, like maybe about 15 years or so. She was like professional. She went to college for this. I had her write this letter for me, like to make sure it would please this doctor.
Oh God, shut up.
And
you know what? Next.
love olive oil.
Let's get out of that story.
Not $23. No. No way. Nobody's gonna sub. Show was 63. Stop it. $4.99. Stop it. I was gonna throw up. Like what?
You know what, Raquel? You have missed nothing. What have you missed? When did you get back? I can update you in 5 minutes. What have you missed? She came back to Canada. She got an apartment. The newest thing is Natter showed her and him in a 3-second video doing stuff, maybe. She was doing a certain kind of Pilates that hurt her knees and her rib. Did I miss anything, y'all? I think that's it. So it took all of like 3 seconds. She fled Kuwait. Yeah, that happened too. You're just here for dessert. Me too. You missed Syria. You missed nothing in Syria. You really missed nothing in Syria. Nothing to report. I mean, you're looking at her in Canada. If she's this boring in Canada, you can only imagine how boring it was in Kuwait. You missed nothing. Don't worry. You missed nothing important.
The cheese. Like. Ozempic for pizza. $8.99.
Booger.
Yeah, Liz, thank you.
Oh, you know what? We're going to skip past this part too. And I'm going to tell you why before I do it. Because Foodie takes 2 pieces of pizza. She puts one on top of the other and eats it like a sandwich. I'm not joking. I watched this in Orange Cat's live. She took 1 piece of pizza, she put another on top, and she ate it like a bologna and cheese sandwich. And there was lots of jaw clicking, and it was annoying AF. So you're welcome. We're getting past that part. We don't need to hear all that. Oh, here's some Cliff Notes. Thank you, Shelly. Cliff Notes. She went to Kuwait. She got booted. She rented a room and rehomed another cat. She went to Syria, had to leave because there was no junk food. She moved back to Canada and cheated on Poopy. There you go. That's pretty much it. That's all she wrote. But I don't want to see you eat your pizza sandwich and your jaw clicking. Goodbye.
18 to 25. Holy shit. Well, nobody's perfect. Don't forget to unblock you. Okay, how do I find your account? What's your YouTube? I'll do it now. What's your YouTube at? Yella.
God, you chew.
Yella.
Horse.
Monica.
She chews like a horse. Girl, don't
So
step your
many
mouth.
people block. What the fuck? Where did you guys come from? Done. Pug Mama. Who else? Trial Fan. Are you Witchy Woman? Just unblock everyone. Are you unblocking on YouTube? On YouTube right now. Paracetamol.
Anybody in here ever own a hamster? When I was a kid, I owned a hamster. Anybody ever see a hamster stuff its mouth full of pellets? Its cheeks would bulge out. Same imagery. She stuffs her mouth so full of food that she can't even chew it.
Paracetamol. Funny names.
Booger.
I can't find you. What the fuck? How come I can't find you on there? Is somebody's name actually Jeb? Okay, they're in it. Is there an actual name Jeb? Jebediah. Jebediah! Such an American name. It's like founding father name.
I got another interesting question from my chat. Ow, booger. Anybody here, like I'm 50, I'm just turned 55. I don't know if anybody in here be old enough to remember, but if you're old enough to remember, anybody remember watching Batman? Like we're talking like 1970s, early 80s, like Batman. And it was the Batman program that had like the weird angles, the weird camera angles, and then they'd have the sound effects. Pow, poof. Then you remember like the weird camera angles. I'm getting the same vibes of Foodie right now because she's like off center. Yeah, Adam West. You get the weird camera angles. She's doing the weird camera angle right now. She's not even like sitting this way. She's just like. Almost like peeping around the corner type situation. Yeah, the black and white Batman. Well, the one with Adam West. But they did like the weird camera angles, like slanted to the side. Same vibes, man.
Jebediah Springfield. Pause. What's your at? Pause. It's Hebrew? Oh. This is not a pipe.
You're boring me, Foodie.
One at a time.
You're boring me again.
It's the Matrix. Especially during battling. Doherty Dozen makes millions on TikTok. Wow. See, Canadians we don't have the creator fund, but we can go live and earn gifts, I think, but
And that's what she's doing tonight.
yeah. What does grifter mean? I think like asking for money, I don't know. You battle a person on TikTok. Battles are boring, yeah. Who's that witchy woman? Rage baiting. I don't like doing that. I had to go to browser to sub. Get with the program kick. Oh, did you sub, Lolo? Yes, I'm gonna make that again. I just made a pot of soup and everything in the kitchen.
Okay, you know what? I love you guys. But I've skipped like 6 or 7 times already. You see what this is. It's like this all the way through. She doesn't rage. She doesn't get interesting. And unlike Foodie, I know when it's time to pull the curtain and take a bow. You know, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. When it's time to say goodbye, it's time to say goodbye. I'm not going to torture you guys. I'm not going to bore you to death. I'm not going to stay here for 2 more hours and bore you to pieces. I know. I'm sorry, oranges. But that's why I'm saying, you know, you just know when it's time to end something. It's time. If there was something of interest, I would stay. But there's no sense in boring you guys to death. But hey, Miss Ma'am, I would like to say thank you to Kiwi Kitten. Kiwi Kitten, thank you so much for all that you do, for archiving all this stuff. Because like I said, because of you, me and Booger get to take naps. But everybody, go check out Kiwi Kitten, Orange Cat, if you haven't already. You know, give her a sub, give her a like if you want. Leave her a comment. Because, you know, like when Foodie goes live, she goes and captures it all. And I appreciate what she does. Well, thank you, oranges. So thank you, Kiwi Kitten. Booger thanks you. Where is Booger? Booger. Where'd you go running off to? All right, I'm going to call it a night. It's almost midnight anyway. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you have, you know, give a like to the stream, sub up if you want, leave a comment if you'd like. And I hope to see you guys in the next one because I'm sure it's not over. Foodie is going to come on live and maybe if we're lucky, she'll rage or something. But I'm not counting on it. All right. So I'm out. Y'all be good and have a good one. Bye.